My name is Sara Hastreiter. I'm a professional sailor and adventurer.
Wow!
In 2016, I was looking for my next challenge following the finish of my time with Team SCA in the Volvo Ocean Race. The Volvo Ocean Race is known as the Mount Everest of sailing, and I took a trip to Everest Basecamp and after some time home really chose Everest as my next challenge because it was the only thing I could think of that was the equivalent in size and endurance and intimidation really. So I picked Mount Everest and I gave myself 2 years to train for that challenge. So I had laid out my training peaks for a 2-year time period, and I realized that I could really make this into a greater challenge, turning it into a world first record attempt to be the first female ever to sail the 7 seas and climb the 7 summits. To this point, at this exact moment, I've climbed 3 of those summits and I've sailed the 7 seas. My next peak is coming up in May. I'm planning on climbing Denali in Alaska, which is the highest peak in North America. I give a lot of time and effort to the charities that I'm partnered with. I just had a new announcement recently that I've partnered with World Hope International. I chose water because I feel like it's the most impactful thing that I can be involved in. On top of all the training, which is incredibly important to the success of my project, number one really is trying to find corporate partnership to facilitate all of these things. If I can't afford to get to the bottom of the mountains, I'll never make it to the top. If I don't have the self-drive and the motivation to keep pushing this project every day, it loses momentum. Before I ask for someone to commit to me, I have to commit to myself. And when I say that everything is given to this, I mean literally my whole life revolves around this. Sailing around the world, it really pushed me mentally and physically to places that I had never been before. And having been to the edges of my own, mental envelope, having pushed myself physically way beyond where I ever thought I could go, that really gives me the confidence to take on something like Mount Everest or take on something as big as my world first record.